Cuphead is a game adored by many, loved by a bunch, and hated by all the people who lost a grim matchstick.
Are you fucking kidding me? How am I not hitting anything? That is insane! Are we smoking?
I currently have countless hours on this game, even 100%ing and S-clearing the whole game, including the DLC. So, yeah, I like the game a bit. Wait, did you guys hear that though? DLC? Cuphead has a DLC? One fateful day, the Cuphead DLC titled The Delicious Last Course, short for DLC, was released on June 30th, 2022 for all platforms including PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and the Nintendo Switch, bringing new bosses, levels, and the playable character, Miss Chalice, into the game. When I heard this, I was practically jumping out of my pants.
Editor, please don't clip that.
However, as I opened the game, a weird thought occurred to me. A more negative thought. As I was booting it up, I wondered if this DLC would add to the game or just change the vibe of the original one. Throughout media, this was a real life concern where these problems would happen with sequels of movies or even within current DLCs that made the original look different because the add-on or sequel changed the vibe of the game. And I didn't want that to happen, especially to a game I adored with all of my heart. I booted up the game and took a deep breath. Whatever happens in this DLC, I will never look at Cuphead the same again. Oh my god, Cuphead's moving right now. He's schmoving. That was the best fucking decision I have ever made. The Cuphead DLC made so many changes to the game, including new weapons, new charms, and new bosses. But the most game-changing one was Miss Chalice. Miss Chalice can be equipped through the cookie charm, which basically slimes out the character you had before and brings in Chalice as a ghost.
No, he killed me! She killed me!
She seriously has major buffs, however, that completely changed the game. First, she had a roll that was invincible, a double jump, and a goddamn dash that was a parry. That is insane! Now, instead of 2 inputs, you only put 1. That's what I call innovation. 2 birds, 1 cup. Oh, shit, I can't say that. Miss Chalice makes the game a lot easier for new players. So if you and your little bro want to play and he's really bad, you have the opportunity to take the easier character instead.
You just killed my boy. What the fuck?
I mentioned new weapons, and goddamn are they good. We got lightning bolts that shoot out of our hands like Zeus, an upwards tornado, and a few other cool ones. But the best one of them has reigned supreme over the rest. A weapon so powerful, it's never getting taken off. That weapon being Crackshot. Crackshot is that guy. It's better than Chaser. It's better damage than other weapons. It has auto lock-on. And lastly, it has a UFO turret that when you parry it, turns into a heat-seeking missile. You can't teach greatness like that, ladies and gentlemen. It's so satisfying. Like, oh my god. Put the picture of Michael Jordan up. The bosses and story of the DLC totally bring a new light to the Cuphead series. Instead of killing the devil like in the original, a certain chef who's the best in all the lands, completely full of shit by the way because Hell's Kitchen exists, really wants ingredients that his lazy ass doesn't want to get. So he sends the whole gang out to go Swiss cheese them. Who the fuck wrote this script? And the best part about these bosses is that they are so creative and fun to deal with. You have an ice cult wizard, that sounds awful, that can summon a snowman that got moves like Jagger, a mob of insects that fakes you out at the end, revealing the real mob boss, a giant, cow, I think, that runs a bar and then turns into everything, a giant gnome mountain guy that eats you mid-fight just because you have to fight in his stomach. What? And lastly, a military-style jet plane with a shitload of dogs in it. I am seriously not making any of this up. No, I am not on drugs. However, this may not be the whole story. Cast away in a place up above, one with very little architecture, because this doesn't seem like a very safe place to put a ladder, a king resides. A king with a test. Some would say, a gauntlet.
Greetings and salutations, fine shite.
The king's tests are all parry challenges. No guns, no charms, no ass, no nothing. Just you and your little parrying skills. So basically nothing at all. You get to fight chess pieces, which is honestly one of the coolest ideas for a boss rush ever. Where you get to go through the pawns, knight, tower guy, or bishop if you're lame, rook, and the queen, which all have their own ways of cooking your shit. Each are creatively set within a certain way of attacking you, and all you have to do is figure out how to beat them with your own 2 sides of your brain. But you think I'm gonna tell you how to beat them? Does this look like a tutorial to you? Watch out for pawns and parry them as they hit the floor. Get in the knight's bubble so he swings and you can bounce on bro pause. Just turn the candles off and parry the bishop. Parry the skulls the rook sends at you. To the right to hit him with the heads. Not left. We should know where both of these sides are. And for the queen, just use the cannons that she provided to blow her ass up. That's really about it. Dummy easy. You're welcome. The way this game presents challenges like this in different ways is honestly very refreshing, since it makes you think outside the box while slowly understanding how crucial it is to be precise and quick. A lot of these challenges tend to get harder the more you hit the boss, quickly escalating the fight from a cakewalk to genuine horror at how fast the projectiles and movement gets. But that isn't everything that is horrifying about this game. If you get the broken relic, there's a graveyard you have to go and figure out a puzzle. Shout out the dudes at the top of hill, y'all are goated. Once you put in the correct code, it turns out you have to fight an angel and a devil. But the twist is, every time you turn, it switches them to the other side. This also works with the attacks as well, switching good attacks to bad attacks, and vice versa. Do you understand how much brain this requires? Because I didn't. This shit is so underratingly hard because it requires you to basically tap your head while rubbing your stomach while holding a fucking nuclear warhead. This fight is really cool, however quite creepy, and honestly one of the hardest bosses on the island. There's a reason I said one of the hardest. There is a different title for number one. Oh, somebody clip that shit. Somebody clip that shit right now. As we bring back the ingredients for those we slimed out, we return to the bakery where we find the baker missing. As we go looking for him in the basement, we find out this dude is evil as sin and is now trying to take Chalice's powers to rule the world, or something like that. All I know is we are now sliming his ass out. Are we fucking serious? Chef Saltbaker may be the hardest boss in any boss rush I have ever played. When I was S-clearing the whole game, this mofo was the reason I had to take multiple trips between sets. I even have an entire clip about it while I was trying to S it. It's like having an aneurysm and then being psychotic at the same fucking time. Jesus fucking... This is fucking ridiculous. Holy shit! God, no! He uses the ingredients you got as weapons, which honestly I respect, because that's pretty fire. Get it? Once you kick his shit with his own ingredients, and you have this really tough boss sequence, the fight finally ends up with everyone going home, and Chef Saltbaker doing community service to pay his debts. A really heartwarming story at the end of the day. That is The Delicious Last Course, a game that was revolutionary for the implementations of different aspects of the game, a small spin on the story of Cuphead in a positive direction, even though Cuphead was already incredible, and a lasting impact on me as a person. It tried so many things and hit on every single one, with so much creativity and polish in this small isle. Each boss felt like someone vomited all the creative thoughts they had, and I love that because it shows how creative Cuphead is in all aspects of the game. I loved The Delicious Last Course, and I know the way this game ended made every bit of my heart happy. Even if I still don't fuck with that one anteater from the mob boss, I will never forgive you. You are a pain in the ass!